If you have ever watched any of Anthony Bourdain's popular TV shows, you know just how far he'll go for a good, authentic meal. Raised as a chef in the kitchens of New York City, Bourdain has become something of a one-man food travel guide, taking viewers along as he stops in every local joint he can find all over the world. For Bourdain, the setting is almost as important as the food. Anthony took me along as he cruised one of his favorite food strips here in Queens, New York. Okay, I got to get you on the record on a couple things.
Sure.
Pumpkin spice.
Who's eating this stuff? Is there some vast demographic of pumpkin crazed, people hanging outside of whatever the pumpkin outlet is, like a methadone clinic, waiting for them to open up so they can get their pumpkin spice? The farm to table bothers me too.
Right.
I think Willie Dufresne said, look, I'm in your restaurant. I'm pretty sure your vegetables grew on a farm, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to eat it on a table. Do I really need the T-shirt? It's like...
Anthony Bourdain never leaves you wondering how he feels.
I'm thinking, really? Are these prime fishing waters? I don't know about this.
That blunt personality, combined with an endless curiosity about food, has made the chef a global star.
Wow, I'm in love. That's good.
For decades, Bourdain has been on a nearly constant culinary tour of the world, from historic Rome.
Actually, they have one of the best amatrician in town, I guess.
I want that.
To war-torn Libya.
So it's basically a crossbow that fires Molotov cocktails.
Molotov and TNT.
Leading viewers off the beaten path.
I hope to get plenty of Scooby snacks in this.
And challenging our appetites for the exotic.
Dos tacos de lengua, dos tacos de chorizo.
Anything you've had on the show where you're like, good God,
Yeah.
never again.
Yeah, they do this funky fermented fish in Iceland that's just like, it's a hazmat situation.
All right, so here's the tongue. Yeah?
What?
I'm eating tongue with Anthony Bourdain.
Bourdain currently is in the 9th season of his hit TV show, Parts Unknown.
And you didn't wake up and start in this business as the famous and well-known Anthony Bourdain.
I wrote an article. My mom actually said, you should send it to the New Yorker. And I mean, the next day I got a call saying, we'll give you 50 grand to write a book. I'm no dummy. I'm dunking French fries at age 44. I'll write the damn book.
Kitchen Confidential wasn't your typical cookbook. In fact, it wasn't a cookbook at all. The bestseller pulled back the curtain on the restaurant industry and detailed Bourdain's personal struggles with drug addiction. To date, more than 1 million copies have been sold.
So what was the next leap from the book? Book becomes a huge success. Everybody
Some
talks
delusional
about
crackpots walked into the restaurant and offered me a TV show, and they showed up like reeking of garlic with a really bad attitude. And I said, look, I got a great idea. I travel around the world doing whatever I want in every cool place I ever dreamed of, and you pay. How's that idea? And they were like, sounds like we'll take 13 of those.
Here in Lebanon, even if you were a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher, you can work only in the camp.
It's nice to know who we're talking about when we talk about places with really complex problems. Some knowledge of, who people are when they're sitting at home with their family eating, instead of just statistics.
There's no place Anthony won't go,
Did you maggots load the chickens?
no matter how dangerous.
I'm not going full Geraldo out there in my flak jacket, poking my head up over a foxhole. But, I'm curious about the world, and if there are manageable risks in return for satisfying my curiosity about a place, I'm willing.
All right, you're gonna have to, I will walk you through. You're gonna have to walk me through this.
Bourdain counts among his millions of fans the President of the United States.
Those of us who work in the news business, we're covering the president's trip, sits down at a table in a little restaurant with Anthony Bourdain.
Now, is it appropriate to just pop one of these whole suckers in your mouth?
People were coming up to me in the street, recognizing me from the news photos, in tears. They couldn't believe that the president ate their humble local specialty, that they said pho we could understand, or spring rolls, we would expect this, but he ate bun cha. He came to our city and drank a Hanoi beer and a bun cha in a place we know.
How about for you? What was it like to sit with him for an hour and a half?
He seemed like a guy who wanted to be there, enjoyed drinking a beer from the bottle. When I asked him a very tricky and potentially perilous question, is it ever acceptable to put like ketchup on a hot dog? Most people running for office would say, both ketchup and mustard have their virtues, and I'm I respect and admire people who, get some wishy-washy answer to not piss off all the ketchup people. He said, no, never. No, never.
How do you find the places that the rest of us don't even know exist?
The kind of questions we're asking is, look, what does your soul crave at 2 o'clock in the morning when you got a little bit of a buzz? More often than not, that goes right to the heart of the culture.
So let the buzz guide you, essentially.
Yeah. You ready for some fried chicken? Yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at specifically here? What's unique about it?
This is very, very difficult to make. But the crispiness and the spiciness, there's something magical about it.
So what's the secret on the skin? How do you do that?
I tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
And he just might be able to deliver on that threat. At 60 years old, Bourdain has a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
Every once in a great while, I get to feel a 22-year-old college wrestler's will to live drain out of their body as I choke them, and that makes me happy.
Well, you get a sick, perverse pleasure out of that.
But what makes Bourdain happiest is just cooking at home with his family.
Whenever possible. And, that's a true moment of terror. The first time you hand a chef knife to a 7-year-old and watch their little fingers, Is
she a tough critic of your cooking?
She's brutal. I cannot get anything past her. It's like, no, Daddy, it's too salty. No, it's not. But secretly I know, yeah. She caught me every time.
Cooking at home with daughter Ariane inspired his new book, Appetites, Bourdain's first cookbook in more than a decade.
It's a book that tries to bring to bear what I learned in 30 years as a professional to the sort of stuff that you cook at home. The strategy and tactics of successfully executing a traditional holiday meal like a turkey, turkey stuffing, cranberry sauce without, violence or mayhem. You'll actually be able to spend, your Thanksgiving with your guests instead of sweating it out in the kitchen, stressed out.
Which is what everyone always does.
Yeah.
You disappear for 8 hours in the kitchen.
Yeah. I actually tried to be a little useful this time around.
For once. For once.
It's fatherhood. It softens, I think.
Our big thanks to UFC Unidentified Flying Chickens in Jackson Heights, Queens for the ridiculously good meal. And I have to say, the tongue tacos from the truck, not bad either. Anthony's new cookbook, again, is Appetites. To hear about Anthony's favorite fast food spot where he goes in disguise, and for more on his $6 meal with President Obama, check out our web extras at today.com/Sunday.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.